A lot. I appreciate your time today. First of all, I was at Ohio Stadium and it was awesome.
All
So
right.
Nice. That was great.
good to see you both. And I'm just going to get right into it. So there's some big news coming, actually, some big music dropping and a big machine. So tell me about what's in the works in the next 24 hours for Motley Crue.
New video comes out and
Yeah.
single tomorrow.
Yep.
We've been holding on to it. How long ago did we record this stuff? Like over a year ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I'm just kind of in a creative space and demoed some songs and then went in studio with Bob Rock and then we got out on the road. So now we can finally put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you recorded the new song Dogs of War, and I had a chance to see some of the video, and I got to tell you, I don't this concept is crazy cool. I don't want to blow anything, but when people are able to finally see it when it breaks later tonight or in the morning, tell me a little bit about the concept. Whatever you can tell me, whose idea was this?
Well, it had originated. Tommy had a video. Well, wasn't it really a video?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that screwballs thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This guy had filmed Tommy with his phone and said, "Let me just film you, different standing positions, whatever." And he wanted to CGI it into some track that Tommy had for Tommy. And I remember we were like, "This is so cool."
Yeah.
So we actually, Tommy got a hold of him, to see if he was interested in doing the Motley video, and now you have it.
I'm so excited for it to break. The song is amazing and we're ready to go. I got to tell you, we are so ready. So now along with that, when you guys recorded this new one, you also recorded a cover. So tell me what song that was and how that all kind of came about with that cover song.
We did a Beastie Boys song, Fight for Your Right to Party.
Right.
And that song, everybody loves that song. We love the song. So we decided to make it a Motley Crue song. And
Yeah.
it turned out great. We play it live now and everybody's singing along and yelling, "Fight for your right to party."
Yeah, a
So
blast.
how do you guys come up with your set list? Is there some sort of methodical sort of way that you created, or is it just that night you're like, all right, dude, let's do this, and this, and let's end with that and encore with this? How do you do it?
We're not much of a wing it band because we like all the bells and whistles to be in sync, the video in sync, and the lights in sync. So we have in the past, like, before we used a lot of technology and stuff, we would kind of, our set list would be a little looser and
Yeah.
we would have like different encores and stuff. But we don't do encores anymore. We kind of feel it's almost like a waste of time to go off stage. We could be playing a song during that time. So we, play as long as we can play. And it's a little bit hard for us because we know there's the songs people definitely want to hear. And if you take those out of the set, people are bummed. At some of the diehards want to hear some different tracks, B tracks. So we try to shake it up.
Yeah. Like we put in what song did we do?
Oh, on with the show.
Oh, the
Yeah,
show.
we
I
added
was
on
gonna
with the
say
show.
Close to the Town.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Too fast for love.
Yeah, that's in there
that's in
too.
there.
That's in there. I think we're doing like 3 or 4 songs off the first record on this tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, any of that stuff, I'm happy. So my 3 best girlfriends, Amy, Chris, and Stephanie and myself used to fight over which one of us was gonna be who of you guys in the band. Like, everybody was like, "I'm gonna be Nikki Sixx." I'm like, "No, I'm Nikki Sixx. I'm Vince Neil. No, I'm Vince." So that was like the whole thing while we were jamming that stuff. So anyway, Dr. Feelgood is gonna be 35 years old. That seems so crazy to me. I drove a Geo Metro and I blew out the stereo of that stupid piece of crap car to that album. So that's pretty neat with all of your albums coming out and having anniversaries. It seems weird. And now you're putting out new music. When you think about when you recorded music back with the first album to now, the money difference and the production difference, like talk a little bit about from then to now and all of that, because it's just so different now.
Well, then you know, you spend a year writing the album and you spend 2 years recording it. You know, it was crazy to be in the studio that long to
Yeah.
make the songs. And nowadays, yeah, but you can really actually record in different cities if you want to.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's a big difference from now till back then until now.
We you know, we can take advantage of stuff like Vince is saying. Vince lives in Tennessee, and I live in Wyoming, and Tommy and John live in California, and so sometimes we can't be together, but it's also like we can still be creative and still be, you know, throwing ideas around, and when we do get together. But what we did with these songs of Bob Rock was, it was old school. We sit in a circle on the floor, just kept working at it. And Bob's like, try this, and we get Vince in the studio, and it's like, sing it like this. And so it was not a long experience, but we kind of went back to that just being in a band. It's like being in a band rehearsal, you know?
Yeah, I mean, from Whiskey a Go-Go to Ohio Stadium, now you're kind of getting back together and starting over organically again. I really like that. I think that's really great. I think it's going to affect the song. Just saying, it's going to be awesome. Everybody needs to watch out for the new Motley Crue dropping tonight at midnight. I'm excited. Okay, so what did you do that made you decide to bring back the Sin Club? Because you guys had the Sin Fan Club, and there's some stuff coming along with that, as well as your museum and things for the new music for fans of all of that. Talk a little bit about those and how they all work together.
We, you know, we realized the largest collection of Motley Crue collectibles would actually be the band. And so the idea of the Cruiseum, like a museum, we started like we going in and going through our stuff, and we have just plethoras of stuff, but different stuff. Vince has different stuff that he collected than I might have, or I might have a scrapbook thing from Ohio that I cut out and put in a bag, you know, when I was, you know, we were touring with Shout at the Devil. So we just collected all this stuff. We got a great company that's put it all together, and if you check it out, it's pretty fantastic. You go down, you can see stuff that only we've seen.
Wow, that is really cool. Do you
Yeah.
guys have like big storage places that you've just been locking all this stuff down for all these years and you just picked through things?
5 storage units
Yeah.
over there. I got 3, almost there.
Almost catch up with me.
Oh my God. Well, I'm excited to see that. And we can find details on that at cruiseum.com.
Yes.
Cruiseum.com. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some wingnut questions because it's time. Describe your PJs, what you sleep in, if there is anything that you sleep in, what do your PJs look like? What's your normal thing that you go to bed in? If you decide to go to bed.
I'm just buck naked.
I'm buck naked too. That's why we don't sleep together, because that would be inappropriate.
Our butts are touching. Our butts are touching. Okay. What was your first car, Vince?
54 Chevy pickup truck.
Nice. Nikki?
49 Buick with no, like, rotted floorboards. The thing, I used to have to back up a hill to get to my girlfriend's house because it didn't have enough power to go up the hill.
Oh my God. That sounds like my dad's old Buick station wagon. He'd throw me in the back to go to the pool, and the bottom was all rusted out. So I had to kind of stay against the wall or I'd fall out and go behind the car.
Yep.
What was the last song each of you heard that kind of left you creatively excited? Was there something that you saw, you witnessed, a gift somebody gave you, or anything, something bad that just made you go, man, I need to write about that?
I'm inspired a lot by, I pull a lot of stuff out of movies and TV shows, like Dogs of War is a line, don't let the bastards get you down at a Handmaid's Tale. And like even Don't Go Away Mad was a Clint Eastwood line in a movie, not Full Metal Jacket, one of his, it was a war movie, but he's like, don't go away, Matt, just go away. And I'm like in the movie theater writing it down. So yeah, you get inspiration all over the place.
So what is your favorite movie? Would those be maybe your favorite movies, you think there?
Wow. I watch a lot of movies, and I don't know what my favorite would be.
Is it be like a newer movie or like back when we were like growing up movies?
Yeah, I like From Here to Eternity.
Yeah, that's really good.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, so I will ask you this. You said that there is a lot coming in 2025 as well. So you're looking, we've got new music coming song by song, not so much an album really, from what I'm gathering. And then in 2025, so you're looking way out there. Are you able to give us any Crew fans around the world, any details that you could share with us, what we can look for besides the tour and this brand new killer badass song dropping tonight?
I mean, the one thing that we are working on, it's not like really, no one knows it, but it's not like a big surprise, is we've been putting together a photography book with Ross Halfin, 40 years of Motley Crue, because he's been there the whole time with us. And that's going to be fun. I'm sure that'll be coming out in, later this year and early 2025. But we just don't really have anything locked down, but we're very excited about this year and next year.
There's a lot coming along. I think there's more than you'll let us know, but we'll be ready and waiting. You got to come back to Columbus. You guys have toured with so many people. I mean, recently Alice Cooper, Def Leppard, but over the years you've toured with some really great bands, and I have probably seen 20 or more of those. Was there a particular band that you really love to just keep touring with? And can you tell me if there was a band you were like, probably not want to tour with them again without getting in any trouble?
I just love touring with Def Leppard. It was so easy.
Yeah, the Stones were fun.
The Stones were fun. I wouldn't mind touring with them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
AC/DC,
That was killer.
amazing. Van Halen with Roth,
Yeah.
that was fun. We opened for Iron Maiden on Shout at the Devil in Europe
Yeah.
for a while. That was
Man,
weird.
were there any bands that you kind of were not so happy touring with? Maybe because it just was, you guys just weren't like on the same page without getting yourself in trouble. Not a negative thing, just
Really?
Well,
Not
that's
really. I
good.
mean, we didn't really have any. I mean, we had Guns N' Roses open for us. That was really fun. White Snake, that was great. I mean, we've just had a lot of luck. Ozzy, I guess, would be the big one because Ozzy really gave us a break early on and took us all over the place.
Yeah. All right. I will ask you one last question. Name a song that you've heard that you wish you had written. Nikki,
Tree Bond,
good pick.
100%.
Vince?
Thinking of, I don't know.
There's a
don't know.
lot probably, right? You got so many in
Yeah.
your head, it's hard to pick one. That's
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
problem.
so many of them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, the new album is not really an album, it's just gonna be songs dropping, dropping, dropping. Beastie Boys, Fight for Your Right, but then it's happening at midnight, right? You guys are releasing the video and the new song, Dogs of War, which is so freaking fitting for you guys. Pretty excited about it and
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
looking
Thanks for
forward
your
to
time and appreciate it. And we'll get back to Columbus as soon as we can.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right, sounds great. Crew!